Greetings to my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again, bringing you another, well, I guess you would call this an unclothing and review. The box that this watch comes in is so big that I decided not to use it in this video. But it is a review of a watch that is not mine. It belongs to a collector that I know, somewhat local to me. And it was offered to me for a few days to enjoy. And I was also told that if I wanted to do a review of the watch for my channel, I could do so. And of course, I choose to do so. Ironically, it did come from European Watch. It was originally purchased from European Watch Company. This is a company that both my father and myself have used in the past to purchase watches. This is not sponsored content. I didn't really intend to use a European Watch Company cloth to hide the watch while I do the intro. It just happened to be that I had one available to me to cover the watch. And I used it. But without any further ado, I want to reveal to you an excellent watch that I am privileged to have on my channel. This is the IWC, or International Watch Company, Portugieser Perpetual calendar. Model number is IW503401. This is a beautifully made, very good sized watch with a perpetual calendar, as I said. It will cover in various subdials the day, date, month, and even the year down there at the bottom. It is an automatic watch with a 7-day power reserve, and it does have a power reserve indicator on this dial. I'll go over all the dials shortly. And as you can see, it also has a moon phase. It's a big watch. I'll go over all those measurements, of course. Very, very readable watch. Even the small subdials are well marked and very easy to read. Comes on a beautiful alligator strap with a deploy clasp and a beautifully decorated, very complex, beautifully made movement. And it's a stunning blue dial. There are different colorways for the Portugieser Perpetual. They have a green dial. I believe I saw a red dial in photographs. But the blue dial really does it for me because, of course, my favorite color is blue. Beautifully made. Very nice high-end watch. You have a signed crown. Very short lugs with the strap on this. The straps fold well away from, they fold straight down away from the case. So it's very easy to fit this watch up to your wrist. And of course the fitment is done by popping the pin out of the hole. The tail end slides. You have good adjustment. And of course it clicks in place very solidly. That clasp is very, very solid. I can tell you from wearing this for several days. Of course, it's a signed clasp as well. It takes a bit of force to open the clasp, so it's very secure. The case is 18 karat white gold. I know it looks like stainless steel, but it is 18 karat white gold. The clasp and buckle, quote unquote buckle, are also 18 karat light gold. You can see it's signed right there with the AU 750. It's right there. You have sapphire crystals on the front and back. AR coating. The movement is an in-house caliber. The 52 618 movement. Let's see, 54 joules, 7-day power reserve. Has a perpetual calendar, meaning once this watch is set, you do not have to adjust it ever again for a month, or whether it's a 28-day month, a 30-day month, 31-day month. It also accounts for leap years. So once you get this thing set, and if you follow the steps in the manual on how to set this, is basically setting one of the settings, which I believe is a date setting. Once you get the date setting done, and then get it to the right day, everything else falls into place. The watch really does do the math for you. All settings are done from the crown. There are, as far as I can see, there are no pushers on here. So everything is done through the crown. It is a hackable movement. The running second hand is here at the 9 o'clock, along with the day of the week function. If you pull it, it does hack the movement. You have your months of the year here at the 6 o'clock. You have your your year window here. And at the 3 o'clock on the inner track are the power reserve. You can see it goes from 7 all the way down to 1 up here. And of course you have, on the outer track, you have your date complication. Up here at the 12 o'clock is your moon phase. Right now, as I'm making this, we're basically at the new moon phase. And as the moon phase runs, these two discs will reveal themselves and showing a full moon straight up at the 12 o'clock on a new moon day. The strap is alligator, real alligator. It's black, beautifully made. Not, a little bit of bolstering up here by the lugs. It thins out very nicely, and it's extremely comfortable. I'm going to put it on, and yes, I know it's backwards. I don't want to mess with this watch. But as you can see on my 7¼ inch wrist, it's a big watch from the overhead shot, as you can see. I don't think anyone below, say, a 6¾ inch wrist is going to be able to pull this watch off. It is fairly broad across the wrist, but the diameter is the limiting factor, I believe, here. If your wrist is smaller than 6¾ I think you could probably just pass this watch on by. Let's see. It is a 44.2 millimeter case. I got that measurement off of the IWC website. 14.9 millimeters thick. Got that measurement off the website. 22 millimeter lug. So you could put other straps on here besides the alligator if you wanted to, or even a bracelet. That measurement also came from IWC. The one measurement that I didn't get was the lug to lug, which is 50.85 millimeter. 50.85 millimeter. I measured that myself with my calipers from there to there. This is not a very water resistant watch. It's only rated to 30 meters. The crown is not a screw down crown. It has good seal from the case back, but the crown is the limiting factor. You could get it wet, say you got caught in a rainstorm or got splashed by a puddle or something. This is not a watch to take swimming. If you're going swimming, or actually if you're going anywhere near a pool or the ocean, this watch should be left indoors. Don't even wear it on the pool deck. Don't even wear it on the beach. You got other watches in your collection that can go underwater. Don't risk this one. Because if water gets in there and wreaks its havoc on all those parts, there's hundreds and hundreds of parts in there, and they're all synchronized for a perpetual calendar, which makes this one of the most complicated watches on the market because it's a perpetual calendar. I'm not saying this particular watch is. There are other watches out there that are more complicated, more parts and so on, but any kind of perpetual watch, I don't care if it's made by Patek, IWC, Rolex, anybody, they're going to be some of the most complex watches made. Lots of moving parts in there, so don't take any chances. I think this is a beautiful watch. I really was very happy to get a hold of it for a little while, and I was really eager for you guys to get to experience this watch because it is incredibly well made. It's a combination of beautiful polish above and below the flanks, nice satin finish on the sides. The movement has got good decoration. I mean, it's not the most decorated movement in the world, but it has very good decoration. And while the dial is got a lot of information on here to process, it's very readable. The hands are easily seen and picked up by the eye, even at a quick glance. All the complication subdials are very easy to work with and very easy to read. The date one might be a little small, but not so bad. The only thing, and this is a small gripe of mine, it wouldn't prevent me from owning the watch, to be sure, but all this beautiful analog dial work and everything like that, and then they stick a window with bright white rolling digit for the year. Almost like it was an afterthought. I mean, that's what struck me when I first saw it. Whoever put the year complication in my opinion, didn't really think it through. I mean, it could have easily integrated it into the 6 o'clock subdial, since that subdial is only carrying one piece of information, whereas the two flanking are carrying two pieces of information. You could have easily moved that window in here, made it dial color, and be done with it, but you stuck it down here at the 7:30 position, kind of hanging out there saying, look at me, and you really don't want that. Your eye is immediately drawn to that instead of to the dial as a whole. But that's my one gripe with this watch. This watch is truly a beautiful piece, and I hope you enjoyed taking a look at it with me. If you did, you found this video to be entertaining, useful, informative, I would appreciate a thumbs up. That does help with the YouTube search algorithm, so any help you can give me in that area, I do appreciate. Comments, questions, and suggestions down below, I do read them all. I do respond to them all. If you are going to troll me, however, or you're going to lead to links to bad places on the internet, I'm simply going to delete the comment and I'm going to block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, of course, I'm glad you found the channel, so I do bid you welcome. Please feel free to watch as many videos as you'd like, but I do ask a small favor in return. Please click that red subscribe button. And if you're a returning customer to my channel and you haven't already subscribed, please do that. And don't forget to click the bell icon in either case so that when I upload new material or I do a live stream, you will be alerted. As I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. It is not getting any less crazy. So I ask you all to please, when you're out and about, please be safe, be careful, stay well. I'll see you soon.